A video documentary featuring Dr. David Crouppen, a research scientist on Banks Island in the Canadian Arctic, in a pandemic outbreak that left 10,000 people ill and 400 dead, opens the movie. A flashback to the time when David, his assistant Jane, and two other researchers subdued a polar bear and found the frozen carcass of a woolly mammoth follows this. The polar bear is brought to their research station by them. David begs Evelyn, his daughter, to come to the research station over the phone. Since her mother passed away recently, their connection has become strained. Evelyn chooses to join David's research team when Ling, Federico, and Adam are chosen as members of the student body. A few days later, a weird ailment starts to affect David's study team. David warns helicopter pilot Bart not to bring his daughter Evelyn to the facility. But Evelyn won't let up, so Bart has no choice but to take her and the students to the station. Meanwhile, Jane shoots David and another researcher, allegedly killing both. As the kids come across the polar bear's body, Bart gets attacked by an insect. The sound of an all-terrain vehicle approaching the station in the middle of the night wakes Evelyn. Evelyn finds Jane in the helicopter as she goes to look at it. There is no longer any imminent possibility of escaping because Jane smashed the control panel of the helicopter. Jane passes away in Evelyn's arms, and Ling awakens to several bug bites on her face and torso. Federico realizes Ling is ill and summons a helicopter to bring her to safety. Evelyn and Adam find eggs in the mammoth's brain while searching for David. Evelyn and Adam surmise that the group has been ill due to something, assuming her father is afflicted. Evelyn makes the decision to confine the group and shelve the rescue chopper until a more capable team is available to save them. Federico goes insane and destroys the radio after learning he is also affected. Bart has Adam and Evelyn amputate his arm at the elbow since the bite on his arm is infected. The gang makes the decision to demolish the building and ride it out in the chopper. Bugs that have infiltrated through the ventilation system assault Ling. Bart decides to stay behind with Ling after learning that the amputation was ineffective because an infection is already developing in his upper arm. They intentionally take too much morphine and pass out while the bugs crawl all over them. After sprinting outside and declining to be examined for an infection, Federico switches on Evelyn and Adam. Just as he is ready to shoot Evelyn, David shoots him in the back. David demands that the research station be demolished. When Evelyn watches a video that David made, she learns that he purposefully infected himself in order to prepare to release the bugs and inform people about the implications of global warming. While Evelyn and Adam are being picked up by a rescue helicopter, David locks them in, but they manage to get out. In an attempt to land the helicopter, Adam grips one of its skids, but is shook off by the pilot's attempts to stabilize it. As a result, Adam falls to the ground and sustains fatal injuries. Evelyn fires at the chopper as it takes off, sending it plummeting into a building that had been doused with gasoline earlier. In the ensuing inferno, David and the crew of the chopper perish. Evelyn discovers Adam, who passes away in her arms. When a second rescue team shows up the next day, they discover Evelyn is the only survivor among the devastation. Later, a hunter calls his dog away from a dead bird the dog has been eating while a radio station broadcasts information based on Evelyn's reporting. After consuming the mammoth, the bird's body became diseased, causing bugs to erupt. In the last scene, the hunter's truck is seen driving toward a big metropolis.